Okay, I'm making a tutorial for a trade shop that is spam proof because nothing on YouTube is satisfactory. They're not reliable. So I set out to engineer one, and I did. There's actually two versions. One version uses the torch as a NOT gate, and the maximum cost you can set the shop as is 7, because after 7 the torch burns out. And there's a bigger, less compact version that can handle any cost. And these are accurate, 100% accurate. You can fill a hopper completely with your currency and it will properly count every piece. So you're going to dig a 3x4 hole that's 3 deep. And the base of my shop is from Mr. Crayfish. So you can always go over and look at his video. I'm not going to sit and explain how to do this because he has a tutorial on it. We'll set it up for emeralds. So that's the base of the trade shop. I will be moving that. Okay. So first of all, you gotta put that guy up there. You're gonna place a block. We're kind of doing what this torch has going on, just on the opposite side. So you're gonna place a block there next to that redstone and put a torch in the front of it, on the front of it. Good. Grab everything I'm gonna need. And next to this torch, you're gonna place this hopper going into this one, and this hopper going into that one. So they need to go into each other like that. Next to this hopper, you need these 2 blocks, torch there, coming out of both hoppers. You want comparators. Go ahead and place a block next to this redstone block and a piece of ore on it. So this is going to act. This redstone is going to treat this hopper just like this one down here is treating this hopper. It locks it. Then we're going to place a little 2x2 area here. Place a torch. Go ahead and put a block above it. Usually that'll be your ground there. And behind the torch go 1, 2 with the redstone. Out of these blocks you want repeaters. Then we're going to make a comparator AND gate. So you're going to place a redstone block right there. Comparator coming out of it. Subtraction mode. Comparator, subtraction mode. And then this is the only rule you're going to have to remember. For every cost beyond 2, you have to add a full 4-tick repeater. So basically, with either version, whether it be the compact version with the torch or the bigger version I'm going to go through in a minute with the comparator NOT gate, basically the number of full tick repeaters is going to be your cost minus 2. So then you place your items in this hopper here. So if I want something to cost 5 emeralds, I'll just place 5 stackable items in the hopper. And the number of repeaters I need is 5 minus 2, which is 3. So actually I'm going to go ahead and put one here. Remember, 4 ticks. It's got to be all the way up. 2, 3. And then basically from this AND gate, we're coming out with our repeaters, and we're going up into this block to turn that torch off, like so. And as your cost gets bigger, you obviously have to dig this out and make room for more repeaters. But this version only works up to 7 because that torch burns out after 8 ticks. So this will only work up to a cost of 7. And for the sake of demonstration, we'll just go ahead. Usually you'd run, let me backtrack a bit. Your output is this torch. So typically you would, you'd bring it up here, run another torch so it's turned off to invert it, and then you'd run a redstone trail to something, be it a dispenser to spit an item, or a dropper to spit an item, or maybe even a dispenser to, if you want them to buy animals or something. That's your output. That torch right there. So for the sake of demonstration, all we're going to do is place a dispenser above it, and I'm just going to throw in a stack of fireworks. And again, they cost 5. So we're going to first confirm that it works as a trade shop. And there we go. It works as a trade shop. Now, here's where my engineering comes in. It is spam proof, which means if I throw in, I don't want to make you wait too long, 25 emeralds, I should get 5 fireworks. 5 times 5 is 25. So I should get 5 fireworks now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it will have reset. There's nothing in this, and all 5 are in that. And it will count every single piece. So if I want to buy 2, and I accidentally drop an 11th emerald, I should only have to drop 10 to buy 2. Let's say I drop 11. That's what I have. I'm going to throw them all in. I'm all in. 1, 2. Oop, not close enough. There's that 1 I paid. So now I only need 4 for the next purchase because I paid an extra 1. So it applied it to the next purchase. And like I said, I don't have time to sit and show you. It would take quite a while, but you can fill this hopper with full of emeralds, 320 emeralds, and it'll give you what you paid for. It's down to the exact emerald. In this case, it's going to give you an exact number of fireworks because 320 is divisible by our cost of 5. But you can fill it up completely. It's completely spam proof. And now we're going to show you the version that is able to handle any cost. Again, that one only handles up to 7. I probably don't need this much room, but I want to make sure I have plenty of room to do this. You probably don't have to clear this much out. Well, you may. Again, the same rule applies to this one. So for your basically the number of repeaters on 4 ticks is going to be your cost that you set minus 2. So basically we're coming back to this. We've got our hoppers, we've got our comparators coming out, but we got to delete that one. That guy is going to have to come out on this side. Run it into a block. Bring a repeater out. Let's go ahead and reset that. There we go. Now where he's going to run into his AND gate. This guy needs to run into a comparator NOT gate. So, comparator NOT gate's going to be a block here. And that right there. So it's basically half of the AND gate. The AND gate, you would obviously add this with a second input. A NOT gate's just the sideways comparator and subtraction mode. So as you can see, I'm powering it, and it's off. If I unpower it, it turns on. So your input and outputs are opposite. I think I can run it this way. Typically, when I do this, I actually bring this torch here to this position, and then I run my hoppers here and here, which brings them back a block and over a block. But I think I can work it out with this too. So basically, let's go ahead and put a block here. Rather than the redstone, I don't want the redstone being interfered with anything. So as you can tell, our dust is off. We've got our torch here. This torch is turning that torch off. So we're going to power that block. Again, typically, I would come straight down into it because all this would be over to the right one. You can do it any way you want. I just wanted to hurry along, but yeah, you're just going to run your output from your NOT gate down into this block, so you turn that torch off, or yeah, and then turn that torch on and that dust on. And then also coming out of the NOT gate, we need to head over to one more, just in case, our AND gate. Put a block here. Obviously, I don't want redstone there. Otherwise, this one hopper is going to complete both halves of the AND gate. So you just put a block here. Now, if you put a repeater here, it's going to go through the block and power this redstone. Redstone here will not go through and power the redstone, but it will power the repeater. A repeater can draw a weak current from a block, and redstone dust weakly, I don't even know if that's a word. It powers a block with weak strength, and a repeater can draw that, whereas a repeater will power a block with, you know, high strength, and redstone can draw from that. But anyway, hopefully you know the basics of redstone before you start making a spam-proof shop. Anyhow, it's the same as before. You're going to come into this block. This is where it gets a little trickier with this method, since we have something coming out over here. You can go over, under. I think with this, I'm actually just going to go over. So basically, we're taking our output from this AND gate, and we're going to, let's set a cost. Let's go with, we have 5 in there. Let's just make it a good dozen. We can make the cost 12. You can make it as high as you want. This will handle any cost. But again, I don't want to make you wait. And the higher the cost, the longer the reset period. So it's going to take longer. But 12 it requires 10 repeaters. For that matter, let's go ahead and use him. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fill in space with redstone. Now we're going to try and get up here with it. And that'll work. And you don't have to place them like that. You can have any amount of redstone between them, just as long as the trail leading to this block, where is it? There's the block, has the 10 repeaters, or however many you need. But you don't have to line them up like that. You could put redstone here and put your 10th repeater here. It doesn't care. It doesn't matter. So our cost is 12. We're going to confirm that it works as a shop. And we'll wait again. The higher the cost, the longer it's going to take. You can see the redstone over there going through the repeaters. And now the signal's got to follow it. It's got to die. And there we go. And the spam-proof part means I can drop enough to buy... Ooh, 12 is a high cost. Let's go 3. 2 doesn't really prove a point at all. Let's go with 3. So I dropped them all at once. Doesn't care. It doesn't matter. You can drop 5 stacks if you want. However many you want to drop. So I should get 3, 12, 24, 36. 1. 2. And 3. And we're reset. Because again, if we had dropped an extra emerald, you'd have 1 in here. Or if you drop 4 extra emeralds, since the cost is so high, you'd have 4 in there. But it'll handle any cost. You can drop as many as you want. It is completely spam-proof trade shop. And I'm sure somebody could make it more compact than this. But just remember, you don't want to go with this method with the comparator not gate when your cost is less than 8. You really want to go with the smaller version with the torch, the first one I made. But yeah, that's pretty much the build. Again, just remember that your cost you want to set goes in here. This torch is your output. This was just a demonstration. And then remember, your cost minus 2 repeaters on 4 ticks needs to come out of this AND gate. That's your output. That's going into that torch. It basically inverts that torch. And that's it. I can't think of anything else I need to tell you, but yeah, all the unsatisfactory spam-proof shops made me make this. And again, there were some great ideas on there. They're very small and tileable and compact. They're just not very reliable. And I've made them all, and I don't like them. I was not satisfied. They would change the cost sometimes if you drop too many, and this is 100% reliable, 100% accurate, and I'm very proud of it. And I just wanted to share it in case somebody really wants something to be 100% reliable. It's going to be 100% spam proof. There are no glitches or issues with it. And that is me signing out.